Good morning, everybody. This is Holly with Working on Me. Come join me. So this morning I'm getting like a late start. Where I live, which is in Texas, it is Central Time. And where we're at, which is in New Mexico, it's an hour behind. So right now where I'm at, it is 9 o'clock. If I was at home in Texas, it would be 10 o'clock. So I am definitely getting a late start for my breakfast, which I did sleep in a little bit. And I want to get our dinner started in the crock pot. So I'm going to get the dinner made in the crock pot, and then I'm going to make my breakfast, okay? All right. So we're going to have people hop on. In my stories, I did do my weigh-in. I lost 2.7 pounds this week, and it is only because I was able to really focus on what I was eating, doing what I, and you know what's really weird? Sometimes I do find this. When I like take a break from exercising, I have a really good loss. But then also when I go back to exercising, I could also have a loss or a gain because my muscles are back to working out. So this whole last week, I did not exercise at all. So I do find that sometimes helps me where I kind of like, it's almost like when you're dieting and you're eating the right stuff, but then you go and eat really bad one weekend and you end up losing and you're like, what just happened here? I ate really bad this week. It's because your body really was needing that. So I just really think I needed relaxation and just chill. Okay. So anyways, tonight for dinner, we wanted beef tips, okay? So this is a 4-ingredient beef tip recipe. There is so many recipes out there. In the captions of the video, I do have the recipe written out. It's not long at all. You're literally mixing everything together. It's 4 ingredients. That's it, okay? So we're going to have beef tips tonight. I am going to put them over jasmine rice. You can make mashed potatoes if you want to. You can add mushrooms or onions to yours. I am just going to be plain beef tips with the gravy, and that's it, okay? I did not buy mushrooms. I didn't buy onions or anything like that. You know what's so crazy? I can tell like whenever I'm going to be able to go with JJ more, we save a lot of money because we don't have 2 incomes, like 2 house incomes going on. So we went grocery shopping yesterday and it was about, I think $140 or something like that for the 3 meals that I have planned so far. And here's the thing, JJ would go and spend that on him, like, you know, to get him his breakfast. His meals for the week or whatever. And I'm at home spending money on what meals we're going to have for the week, like me and Tatum and things like that. So we have 2 things going and we only have the one because we're together. Now, Tatum is taken care of, I promise. He went grocery shopping the other day, Tatum did. And the other night, he made me laugh so hard. He made a Tuscany chicken pasta something. And I was very proud of him. He said it was okay, but I can't remember what the other thing that he did that he was like, I wish I would have done this differently. Let me think what he did. Oh, what was it? I can't remember, but he said, Mom, it really wasn't bad. But you know what? He's trying and he's trying to learn to cook. And I love that. Like, that is so awesome. So he went and bought all the ingredients. He was asking me kind of like, hey, where do you think this particular product is or whatever? And I was like, it's down this aisle. You'll find it here, you know. But it was really good. Tatum did a good job. He cooked. So anyways, I thought that was pretty neat that, you know, like we save a lot of money when we're together. So anyways, we had a great day yesterday. Thank goodness we came down, from where, cause like we went way up in the, like, I guess mountains or I don't even know what you want to call them. Hills. I don't know. We went to that waterfall and everything yesterday. We had so much fun. We got back into town about 1 o'clock, and then we went and got groceries, came here, and a storm came hardcore here, like a big storm. So thank goodness we got here back when we did. It really cooled off everything. I even had to put on a sweatshirt yesterday because it just cooled off after the storm. So anyways, it was a nice evening. We had pork chops and chicken wings on the pit. So that's what I had yesterday. I had a small pork chop. It was small, and then I had 2 chicken wings. And they're like little chicken wings, like that, like little chicken wings. So anyway, so let me get my dinner in the crock pot going, and then I'm going to have me a taco for breakfast, okay? I'm going to have a breakfast taco. Now, we bought 2.5 pounds of lean stew meat because JJ wants leftovers to be able to take with him for work, okay? So he has really been liking that there's leftovers and that he's able to take for work. So 2 pounds really would do just fine for this particular recipe. I do have 2.5, and I did account for that. When I built it in my Weight Watchers app, I did 2.5 pounds, and then everything else that you're fixing to see here. Now, here's the only thing. I don't know how big the serving size will be because I haven't made the whole dish yet, and then like at the end to see how much. I am roughly right now, I did 10 servings of a 1/2 cup. So at 10 servings, possibly at a 1/2 cup, I don't know. It would be 2 points per serving for just the beef tips. Now, if we add the rice or you add mashed potatoes, you're going to have to account for that. So yes. Yes, y'all had storms in Texas, so I was worried about that too. As we were having storms, I saw storms coming towards Tatum. So I did see that, that y'all had that, Benita. Call me at the grocery store. Yes, I was so cute. I really enjoyed it, and I was very proud of him, and I was glad that he was calling and asking me that. So yeah, I was really proud of him. But that, yes, I love it when our kids have to do that, right? I still do it to my mom and my dad. I'll say, hey, I know y'all go to the grocery store, and y'all been, a lot more than I have. But anyways, so I still do it to my parents as well. So yeah. Okay, so 2.5 pounds of lean stew meat. Now, you can use chuck roast. We were going to buy a chuck roast, and I was just going to cut it up in bite sizes. But they had the lean stew meat, so I went ahead and it was already cut up. So I was like, you know what? Let's just stay with the easy way, and let's just get the lean, because that's what I would want anyways, is the lean. But you could use, like I said, a chuck roast and cut that up as well. That'll be really good. Okay. All right. So now, okay, again, this is just a 4-ingredient meal. And you can do it however you want. There's so many recipes out there. I'm going to use 2 packages of the brown gravy. I tried to find the low sodium, but they did not have it. So if you can find the low sodium, a little bit better, but brown gravy, I'm going to use 2 packages, okay? Made the chicken parmesan for dinner last night. So, oh, yay! I'm so glad. Okay, so I'm going to sprinkle that in. Okay, the next one that we're going to use is Lipton beefy onion. You're going to use one of the Lipton beefy onion package. You're going to use one of those. So that is right here. And again, I built this all in my Weight Watchers app. So I'm going to put that in here. And then the next ingredient, which would be your 4th one, would be your cream of mushroom soup. And I'm going to use 2 cans of the cream of mushroom, and I got the reduced sodium. I pulled out one of the, they only had one, and I bought it, the 98% fat-free cream of mushroom. They're the same, if you get the reduced fat, it's the same nutritional facts as if you got the 98% fat-free, because the 98% fat-free is very hard to find. So I got, we were at Albertsons, that's where we were, and I got the reduced sodium, okay? So we're gonna do 2 cans of this and then 4 cups of water, and that's it. And then you're gonna set it on low for probably about, I don't know, I mean, I'm gonna check it at 4 to 5 hours and we'll see where it's at. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. My weigh-in is in the stories. I did lose 2.6 pounds, and I also gave you a picture of my whole last month of what my weigh-ins have been on my Weight Watchers app. So it's in my stories. I gave you a picture of how I pretty much have maintained in the last month. So I am very happy because I was able to really focus this week. Okay, let me get, I'm going to use up this, and let me get my little cupper here. This is 1.5 cups, but we'll just do it like this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 1 cup, and I'm going to pour it inside here, and shake that up and get that cleaned out of there. And then I'm going to get another cup. And I'm going to pour it in this one and try to get all of the cream of mushroom out of here. Okay. Now I can take my next 2 cups and just pour it in there. Okay, let's do this. That's going to be just fine. I think there's plenty of water in there. So that was barely, I wanted to use this one up and get that one done. So I am going to throw away some of my mess here. And this is the last one. Okay. Now I'm going to get a spoon and kind of mix this around. And that's it, guys, okay? So we're going to cook this on low. I'll tell you this evening how long I did cook it for, because eventually, once it's ready, I'll just turn it to warm. Now, instead of me coming on at my 5 o'clock Central Time, I'm going to wait till it's 5 o'clock here, so that means it'll be 6 o'clock Central Time. Just because JJ probably, you know, he doesn't get here till kind of later. Sometimes today might be a day that he gets here sooner. I don't know. But I just, I don't want to eat at 4 o'clock this time, because I would have to come on at 4 o'clock for me to make it the same time I always come on. So it'll be more 6 o'clock Central, 5 o'clock Mountain Time is what I am right now. That's what I am, is Mountain Time. Okay. So I will get this started in just a minute. I'm going to do my breakfast. Well, let's see here. Let me see if I can reach this over here, and I'll kind of get this plugged in. No, I don't want to do it that way. Let's go this way with it. There we go. Get that plugged in to get that started. And we're going to select low. This particular crock pot that JJ has, it has low for 8 hours or 10 hours. So we're going to put it on for 8 hours, but of course I'm going to keep looking at it. And then once I feel that it is done, I will turn it to warm. Yes, my swelling is completely gone. Thank you. And I'm having a great time. Ooh, Valerie, that sounds so good. You go, girl. I love that. That sounds good. Awesome. Okay. Now, I have all my stuff over here. I am going to make a taco this morning. I'm going to use my carb balance, the 45 calorie carb balance. So I'm going to make me that. Of course, I'm going to make my drink. I'm only going to use 1 egg for this because those are small little tortillas. So I'm going to use 1 egg, and I'm only going to use 1 slice of bacon, okay? So it'll be 1 point. Uh-oh, I dropped my egg there. I'm going to use 1 slice of the Sam's labeled black label bacon. Where are you on vacation? People think I'm on vacation, and y'all are always going to think that I'm on vacation, but my husband works on the road, and I was just lucky to be able to go with him. And he is only off on Sundays only, so we were able to go and do stuff on Sunday. So one thing I love that I'll be able to travel with him is that we'll be able to sightsee on certain days. So I'm not really on vacation. But I guess you would call that, for me, I guess I'm on vacation. But we are in New Mexico, Carlsbad, New Mexico. But that is where he's working. Ooh, Denise, that sounds so good too. Good. Like I said, I may, whenever I'm traveling with him, I may be doing more crock pot meals at certain times because, like I said, during the summertime, it gets very hot in here to be able to like use the oven and then cook for 45 minutes, okay? So it's always gonna be a lot, something that I can get done with the lessest heat that I can. Okay, so I'm gonna add some onion powder and some salt. I know people are like, why didn't you adding pepper? I'm just not a pepper girl. I don't have to have pepper. So that's just me. Okay, I don't have to have pepper. Okay, we're gonna get that started. I'm gonna get my drink, so let me get my cup. We made beef tips in a crock pot, and I'm making a taco for my breakfast this morning. Yes, I am making a taco. What does your son at home do? Take care. He takes care of the pets. He is trying to get a job. He applied at Academy. They have not called back or anything, and he has gone by, and they said they are still going through things. So he's trying to get like a little summer job before he leaves to go to Austin for school. And then when he moves to Austin, he wants to try to get a job up there. So, but right now, actually, he is working. He goes 3 days a week to church, and they do all the sound system and getting like the songs made for the next Sunday, getting them input into the computer. So he actually is learning all of that. He already knows how to do it, but he's like trying to be able to do more of it for the person that does it now, doesn't have to do it every single week. So he does do stuff at church. So it's not like he's just sitting around doing nothing. I lost 2.6 or 2.7. I think it might have been 2.7 pounds. 2.7 pounds this week. I did so good. Do my fast melts really quick. Oh, and I forgot my X39 patch. Got to get that on. Forgot about it. Okay, so I think my pan is probably ready to go. Yeah, so like almost every single Sunday, he does all of the graphics and the wording. And like when they're singing the songs, as you're singing, he's changing the words. He does all of that. That's what my son does, which is Tatum, my youngest, okay? Tatum is who we're talking about. So Tatum does all of that, and he's done that for quite some time now. Okay, I am going to warm this up with my bacon. So we're gonna do that. We're just gonna warm up the tortilla. All right, I'm going to get my eggs really quick done. Okay, I'm just making sure. Thank you, Miss Judy. You're so sweet. You're always just so sweet and so kind with your kind words. Y'all all are. Every single one of y'all are just so sweet. Thank you so much. Okay, I already have my vitamins right here from my M&S Delta packet. And then my, oh my gosh, that's JJ's. That's not mine. Hold on one second. I grabbed the wrong pills to show y'all because I'd already put them up. That's what I did. And that's JJ's up here on the, oh, why did I do that? I got to put that in my tortilla. Why did I do that? No. Put that back out. We got to get the tortilla first. Hold on one second. Okay, so let me get my tortilla. Let me get my cheese on there. And I'm going to split this up. So I'm going to kind of split the cheese, and now I can get the eggs on there. There we go. And I'm going to put the cheese on top of this egg. So that was one Velveeta sliced cheese and one piece of sliced bacon. So we're going to fold that over and let that warm and melt that cheese. And then I'm going to get me a banana. Okay, I'll eat this other one in a minute. And I forgot that I put these are JJ's. So JJ takes the Omegaplex, and then he has his vitamin, calcium and D3 that he takes over here, and then that he doesn't even take that. Why does he have that over here? Okay, so anyways, I have Flex, my calcium and D3, and my Catalyst, okay? So I'm gonna put that back where it was because I already have everything here. The only thing I need is ice, and that is it. So this is already starting to warm up. I can already tell. The crock pot is on. Oh, thank you, Candace. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hold on one second. I'm going to get me some ice really quick. Okay. Now, for points, my drink is 3 points, and my tortilla is 1 point, the bacon is 1 point, and the cheese is 1 point. So my entire breakfast will end up being 6 points for breakfast tonight. So, hey Thelma. And I'm gonna get me a little bit of salsa. How do you get your bananas from turning brown? I bought them green on Friday, and they turn yellow by Monday or whatever. But I still had one. No, I had two. I had two of them that were like getting ripe, that were not good. So that's what I ate over the weekend. So since I knew I wasn't going to probably get to these till Monday, I buy them green, and by Monday they're yellow. What was I gonna get? Oh, salsa. Hold on one second. I'm gonna get me some salsa. And we just have picani salsa. That's what we have in here, which is fine. And I'm just gonna get a little bit of that to dip my taco in. Oh, that's not a little. Okay, that came out quick. Okay, so dip it in there. Such a good breakfast. Oh, and last week I had been pancakes on Saturday or Friday. I can't remember when I posted that for y'all. I think it was Saturday. It was so good. So good. Okay, fast melts. The fast melt is a probiotic. Now, I take the Symbiotic Ultra. Hold on one second. This is a probiotic that melts in your mouth and gets into your, your stream really fast, okay? This is a probiotic. Now, the Symbiotic Ultra is in this little system. You can buy it by itself. They're both Advocare products. But the Symbiotic Ultra is your probiotic, prebiotic, and postbiotic all together. It has a slow release pill on the inside. So when you swallow the Symbiotic Ultra, it gets all the way down into your intestines, and it will release that capsule, because it'll melt by that time to the capsule that's on the inside. So it's just a slow release pill. Let's see here. How much did you lose? I lost 2.7 pounds. I do not snack. Y'all, I really try. Well, I have for a long time. Snacking will get you into a lot of trouble, okay? So honestly, I rarely snack at all, unless if I am hungry, I will do fruit, okay? So, we have grapes, and I have these, I always forget, they're tangerines, I believe, tangerines. Yeah, tangerines. I have these tangerines, and sometimes I want strawberries, sometimes I want something else, but I always try to have fruit. And we also have watermelon in there too. JJ loves watermelon. So if I'm gonna get hungry, that's what I try to go to first. And if that's not satisfying me, then I'm gonna try to find, like, eat me a half of a protein bar or something like that. Yeah, or nectarines. They're nectarines. Sorry. Yes, nectarines. Okay, watch out. My dog is right at my feet. Yes, you're right at my feet. Oh, this is so good. So good. Yes, you can eat tomatoes with your breakfast, but Miss Holly here, if you've watched me a long time, I cannot stand tomatoes, so I will never ever have tomatoes on this. The only way I will ever have tomatoes is if I'm making like a stew type thing and it's a crushed up can of tomatoes, something that will go in there. But Miss Holly would never have any tomatoes, so that's why you probably are asking that question. But yes, you can have tomatoes. It's 0 points. Yes. Well, this week, Sherry, I have been doing nothing but relaxing. I've read my Bible. I have done some like financial work for us. Just really relaxed this week because I have been under a lot of things that I've had to do this last week. So I want to try to start exercising this week. to also give me back to, doing my exercises. What did you cook? Taco. Well, yeah, we had a breakfast taco that we made. Yep, a breakfast taco. Yeah, no tomatoes. The crock pot has beef tips in it. We're gonna have beef tips tonight. These are the tortillas that I use, and they're 45 calorie. Yeah, the 45 calorie one. Thank you, Miss Kelly. 45 calories. We're gonna have jasmine rice to pour it over, and what did I make? What did I buy? Oh, I'll probably have green beans. Probably green beans. So we're gonna have jasmine rice. You can do mashed potatoes. I'm trying to think what else you could do it over. I can show you, well, I'm not going to be able to move the crock pot, but I'll be able to, it's just the beef tips. And I already put it together at the beginning of the video, so you'll be able to replay this here in just a minute. That was the first thing that we did, was the getting the, everything ready in the crock pot. I broke my stand that this thing, my phone is on. I broke part of it so it doesn't stand. It kind of has a tilt to it, but we brought it with us on our little adventure on Sunday, and I broke part of the stand. Do you use air fryer? Yes, we have an air fryer. And right now, I'm making a large batch right now, Tara, so we're gonna probably experiment with it. I think it's about a half a cup if we did 10 servings, because this is a lot in here. So I'm thinking about a half a cup on the jasmine rice. And it would be 2 points. If it makes 10 servings, let's say it makes 10 servings of 1 cup. Well, then it's still 2 points, because I did 10 servings of something. I don't know how many. Is it going to be a half a cup? Is it going to be 3/4 of a cup? I don't know. The recipe is up above in the captions when you get off. I have it written out. It's just 4 ingredients. That's it. So there's not a recipe you can click on or anything like that. It's just 4 ingredients. It's all written out for you up above. Yeah, I don't know where my husband got this. He's had this for a while in the camper. I'll be honest with you. He may have just picked it up at a Walmart whenever he, at a different place. I don't know where he got this from, and all it says is crock pot on there. That's it. That's all it says. It doesn't have a brand on there. Yeah, the lid just comes up. It comes up and out of here, and it attaches to the back. That's it. It's actually Lincoln and Oakley. Lexi's at home. That's one of my wiener dogs. But Lincoln and Oakley had so much fun yesterday. And they were cracking us up because in the car, Lincoln was laid out on my lap sleeping. Oakley was in the back of the Jeep sleeping. I mean, they were like 2 little toddlers that just swam all day, and they just crashed out in the Jeep. It was so funny. It was so good. Right. You had so much fun yesterday. Yes, you swam. Yeah. And there was I always get nervous like when we're around a lot of people because Oakley doesn't do great with people, okay? But there was a lot of people at that falls that we were at, and they were staying right beside us. We had to go over into like another area so they could swim. Actually, the video that I show you swimming, that was like a little pool by itself, so we were kind of over in that area. But once I got done going over by the falls and all that kind of stuff, but people were, they never barked at people or anything like that, and people are like, your dogs are so good, they're not even barking. And I'm like, yeah, but just please don't get near this one. Like, don't come too close. I don't ever know how she's gonna be. Lincoln, he mimics off of her. So if she's scared, he acts like he's scared, but yet he wants everyone to touch him. So once the people like go, I'm like, he's nice, you can pet him. Once they start petting him, then he's just like, he like melts. He likes everybody. Lincoln loves everybody. Oakley's kind of like, these are my owners. Get away from us. We're having our time here. You go over there. We go over here, and we're good. That's Oakley. Thank you, Tara. I appreciate that. Kathy, I lost 2.7. I'm so happy. Yay. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I am going to let y'all go. I'm going to finish my breakfast. I almost wish I could have another taco. It was so good. It's fine, though. I made a taco. I already ate right here in front of y'all. But before we made the taco, we made what we're having tonight is beef tips in the crock pot. So that's in here, and I already ate my taco, and now I'm going to enjoy my banana. No, I did not show the package of meat. It was lean stew meat, and I said that you can use chuck roast and cut those up in chunks. But it was just lean stew meat, and there was really nothing to show on the package. I got it from Albertsons, and there was nothing to really show. You're in Oakley. You stay over there, and we'll stay over here. Yeah. Yes. And me, I am a talker, so I love traveling. So I like when, you know, they're like, oh, where are you from? Oh, I'm from here. Where are you from? Oh, okay. And then we just kind of get to talking. So I kind of like that. So, but I'm okay with us being in our area as well. So I just weighed me and lost a pound. Is that normal? Yes, girl, that's awesome. You should be happy with that pound. Like I told you, I posted it in my stories, for the last month and a half, I pretty much have maintained. I've lost like ounces, like I gained ounces, lost ounces, gained some. So I've pretty much maintained, but I was so glad to lose that. So yeah, so we don't have an Albertsons where I live either, but where we're at right now, they had an Albertsons that's actually a little better than Walmart food. So I like the Albertsons here, and we went grocery shopping here. So yeah. Good morning, Shelly. All right, guys, I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to get this cleaned up and get this crock pot moved over in the center. And I will talk to y'all later this evening, all right? Remember, I'm going to come on around 6 o'clock Central Time, 5 o'clock Mountain Time. So I don't know if that helps anybody, but just keep checking back, okay? I'm doing the 10-day reset and tracking. It is working. Lost 2 pounds. Becky, I'm so glad I didn't push end yet. That is so awesome. Thank you for doing the 10-day reset. And I'm so glad that you've already lost 2 pounds. That's so awesome. You go, girl. I'm proud of you. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much. And I'll talk to y'all this evening. Bye.